Hey Flyers, and welcome to our first February episode of Flyers News.
This week we're going to take a look at our latest sports news as always.
Then we'll go to Anna Kate to hear the history behind the upcoming holiday known as Valentine's Day.
Then we'll stop by with Mr. Fort to hear some more of his factual fun facts.
Then we'll stop by with Taylor to celebrate the beginning of Black History Month and round out the week with our Flyer Walk.
Join us for another episode of Flyers News. First, let's stop by and see what Avery and Tessa have to share about our sports news.
Hey Flyers, welcome back to another episode of Flyer Sports.
Today we are going to get you caught up in all the recent sporting events.
On February 13th, softball tryouts will be held, and baseball tryouts will be held on February the 15th.
So grab your gear and step up to the plate.
Also, on Monday night, we had volleyball team playing Foley at home, and all three teams ended up coming out on top.
While that was happening, the basketball team played Foley away and did not quite do as well with their games. Good hustle, guys.
Earlier this weekend, on the 26th, 27th, and 28th, archery had a tournament, and we're going to give congratulations to Emmy Kamala for placing 4th in middle school females this weekend.
Also, we are going to give a shout out to Braxton Osborne, Tucker Haynes, and Sky King for finishing in the top 10.
And another shout out to Peyton Barlett, Holly Cottle, and Austin Rogers for finishing in the top 20. Great job this weekend, Flyers.
The basketball team will start their conference tournament on the 3rd. We will be wishing them with all the luck.
And the volleyball conference tournament will continue with 6th grade this weekend on the 3rd and 4th, and 7th and 8th on the following weekends.
That's all for this week on Flyer Sports.
Thanks guys. Now let's go to Anna Kate to see what you guys have in store for our upcoming Valentine's Day.
Hey y'all, I'm Anna Kate, and as you might know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and it's a fairly big holiday. But do you know the history behind it? Let's get into it.
Valentine's Day occurs every year on February 14th. People often exchange candy, flowers, gifts, chocolates, and stuffed animals every year, all in the name of St. Valentine.
The first Valentine's Day was in 496 AD. It originated as a Christian feast honoring a martyr named Valentine. And through later folk traditions, it has also become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and love in many regions around the world.
Now let's ask people about their Valentine's Day.
Who am I here with?
Russell.
Who's your Valentine?
I plead the fifth.
Oh my gosh.
Who am I here with?
Mr. Fort,
Who's your Valentine?
Miss Fort,
Who am I here with?
Holly Cottle.
If you had a Valentine, who would you want it to be?
Jacob Rogers.
Red County samples.
Who do you ship?
Hunter Gillum and Madison Biggs.
Yes.
Who am I here with?
Anna Kate.
Do you have a Valentine?
Nope.
If you did, what would you want them to get you?
Glitter roses.
Who am I here with?
I'm lonely.
Thanks, Anna Kate. Now we'll go to the best place to learn the most useless information, fun facts with Fort. Facts with Fort, Mr. Fort!
Oh, hello. My name is Mr. Fort. Thanks for joining us for another rendition of Fun Facts with Fort. Do not get this confused with Joyful Certitudes, because that's what Foley does. This is Ferristown. We do Fun Facts with Fort. Today on my Fun Facts is the origin of Berea. I know we all have those questions on how did Berea get its name. I have some fun facts for you. So Berea, this goes all the way back to the French and Indian War, which the French nor the Indians won. The British won. But at that time, you have a French general by the name of Paul Macartier. Okay, Paul Macartier, fun fact, took over this land. There was no land, there was no name for this land, and he named it Petite la Barrière, which of course in French means here comes the sun. Okay, so he took it over, and when he took it over, he gave it its name. Eventually, he goes off and he fights his battles. And we have another person in command. This person's name is Ringo Starr. General Ringo Starr takes over. And fun fact, for his first order for the land of Petite La Berea, it was come together. Fun fact. And after that, we have some time goes on. Then there ends up being the first mayor of Petite La Berea. That mayor was George Harrison. George Harrison gets credit for, he is actually, fun fact, the first person to design a submarine. Another fun fact, that submarine, what color was it? It was yellow. We all know this. Well, he was actually British, and he did not like the French name of La Petite or Petite La Berea, so he changed it to a Spanish name, which is Dejayo Ses, which means let it be, right? So after some more time, we have a second mayor, and this mayor is named Jonathan Lennon. Fun fact, Jonathan Lennon's wife's name, Yoko Ono, decided to drop the name. He wanted to change it back to its original name, but Yoko Ono decided to drop its original name and just keep it the Berea, which now we call Berea. So there's you some fun facts. Thank you for joining me. And until next time, au revoir, adios, or as we say in Kentucky, so long, suckers.
I feel so much smarter after that. Mr. Fort really knows his stuff.
Yep. Now let's head over to Taylor and hear the story behind Black History Month.
Starting in 1915, half a century after the 13th Amendment abolished slavery in the United States, Carter G. Woodson was a scholar whose dedication was to celebrating the historic contributions of African Americans across the world. This led to the establishment of Black History Month. Today, Black History Month is a time to honor the contributions and the legacy of African Americans across the U.S. history and society. From activists and civil rights pioneers such as Harriet Tubman, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, and James Farmer, to leaders in industry, politics, science, culture, and more. This week was chosen because it includes both the birthdays of Frederick Douglass, an abolitionist, and former U.S. President Abraham Lincoln. President Lincoln led the United States during the Civil War, which was primarily fought over the enslavement of Black people in the country. Many schools and leaders began recognizing this week after its creation. This week-long event officially became Black History Month in 1976 when U.S. President Gerald Ford extended the recognition to honor the often too neglected accomplishment of Black Americans in every area throughout our history. Black History Month has been celebrated in the United States every February since.
Thanks, Taylor. Finally, let's end our week with our flyer walk. Take it away.
Would you rather have a pause button or a rewind button?
I'd rather have a pause button so I can do my homework.
All right, thank you.
Who am I with?
Trent Davidson.
Would you rather go into the future or into the past?
Into the future, because I could rob banks with flying cars.
I like that.
I'm here with
Caleb.
Okay, would you rather have a pause or rewind button?
A rewind button because I make a lot of mistakes.
Okay, thank you.
You Flyers new, sir. What's your favorite type of potato?
What's your favorite type of potato?
Purple potatoes. What's yours?
Purple.
That's all for this week, Flyers.
Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.
This week was chosen because it includes both the birthdays. Okay.
Do you hear that? Turn your sound off.
He's making excuses. No, I have to do the kind of duct tape products.
Please
Do what?
do something stupid.
For bloopers. What?
Just do something stupid.
Like dance or
Anything.
something.
Huh? Anything.
Dance or
Just do
something.
something stupid.
Trace, dance.
Be stupid.
I'll do it, Trace.
Yeah, you do. You two gotta do something stupid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, what are you gonna do? I don't know. I don't know, just walk funny. Okay. Alright. Excuse me. Oh.
Yes. You should. Come on, you should.
Do a blooper. Ooh, the blooper should be the height thing.
Just like dance or do something.
I got you, bro. I'll do the worm.
Okay. Okay, good.